Hi, welcome to Agility Through Diversity. Today we're going to be taking a high-level look at diversity in business and IT in particular. I'm joined by Sanjay, Marianne and Deo. Could you introduce yourselves to us, please?
Sure. Well, thanks for having us. Sanjay Mirchandani, I'm the president and CEO of Puppet. We're a software company based out of Portland, Oregon, and are a growing company. We have 10 locations around the world, and we help our customers do more with software.
Marianne Coulter, and I work for Sanjay. I am the Managing Director and VP for Puppet here in EMEA, and we are now a 100 people region, so quite a fast-growing region.
And growing.
And growing.
Okay, I'm Dio Kinrenade, and I'm here as the partnerships lead of YSYS, which is we're a community-based organisation in London called Your Startup, Your Story. And in essence, we're a community of founders, investors, and really people that work in tech. And we're just sort of very mission-led, and we support organisations that want to drive diversity and inclusion.
Why is diversity important to you in your business? Sanjay, maybe you could start.
It's diversity, inclusion, cornerstones of how we build our workforce, how we engage with our customers. Diversity of ideas are core at us being a company that innovates. If we had a uniform sort of way of thinking about things, we wouldn't really innovate. We have development centers in Seattle, in Portland, in Belfast, Ireland, Australia. We have people in Australia, not a center, but and we build code around the world in ways, and we have a community, an open source community that contributes to our products. So we are, by definition, diverse.
Very diverse, yeah. Marianne, what do you think?
I would just add to what Sanjay was saying, and we touched on growth a little bit earlier, and this past year we've doubled the team here in EMEA, so being able to tap into all the talent pools that are available is incredibly important for us. Here in Europe we have 40% diversity in our team and some amazing talent, and that is because we are indeed bringing in a very diverse workforce.
Yeah. What do you think?
I suppose I could speak from a perspective of YSYS, where in essence we are a community really of tech talent, so really the individuals that a lot of companies want to hire. And I think really looking at D&I and maybe particularly millennials, I think there sort of has been a shift over the years now where maybe young people in tech, we do want to see ourselves represented in the companies that we might work for. So I think it's absolutely important if organizations, because I think the big pull now is there's this war for talent, right? So I think the more organizations maybe can be diverse and assure candidates that this is somewhere where you can come and authentically be yourself and in turn will bring out your best work is like really key.
This war for talent is a really interesting concept. So what are the ideal candidates that people are generally looking for in tech right now? Would you like to start, Marianne?
I can start with that. I think that overall, Sanjay mentioned that we also have an open source community. I think that generally, when we think about also IT becoming more agile, it's really about making sure that we have candidates coming in that are able to move fast, learn fast, and actually in some ways as well fail fast. And that means people that come in with great confidence, but also with a strong open mind, ability to communicate very well, and more importantly, collaborate very well. So collaborate to innovate is a big theme for most of our IT organizations, I would say for us as well.
Absolutely, and a lot of what we do is working with our customers, and we have to reflect what our customer base looks like. We have to reflect the way they work, the way they want us to work. We need people who are adaptable, and can do things not just in one way, but in the ways that are needed to be effective. And we're a global company, so we work with people across the world. And so, I don't know if I'm a big fan of, war for talent. I might say it's a soft competition. But
And I think when we hear words like where you said collaborate and innovate, I think that's really fantastic because it expresses your hiring for values and behaviors. And I think sometimes when we look at recruitment and retention around D&I, there's a notion of, I think, some companies, which is fine, they hire for cultural fit.
Yes.
And something which we do when we consult with companies is we sort of help them just sort of break it down to understand you don't want fit to the extent that it's similar behaviors and patterns of thinking, but when you say you're measuring things like collaboration and innovation, that still leaves room for individuals to come in but still embody those values.
Correct.
Which I think
Be yourself.
It's a great way to,
you know, we sort of pride ourselves as a company, and we've got ways to go to be really good at it necessarily, but we keep trying to improve, and in that we want to bring in the best talent to let them be the people that they are, and deliver based on that. So if you walk through our offices here or in Portland, it is truly diverse, even just at that level. You know, it's people express themselves, their desks, their office space, the way they dress. It is wonderful.
If you could change one thing in the tech industry to have a bigger impact on diversity, what would that be?
I think it would be around perhaps behavioral change around how organizations recruit. But say recruit, I would say particularly sourcing. So we believe, and also within YSYS, our philosophy is the bar for talent should remain the same. Everybody wants the best talent. But encouraging companies to widen up their sourcing methods and their selection pools. So say, for example, where we go into organizations and we'll consistently see we recruit from the top 20 universities. Okay, fantastic. Yes, I went to a top 20 university, but we tell them that, well, look, maybe there's technical colleges for people where perhaps a computer science degree wasn't necessarily for them, but they went straight to just go and learn maybe very deep skills in coding. So I think to change it would, as I said, just really to broaden how companies select and where they're going, and also recognize that if they do want diversity, that's change, right? So organizational change means, yes, it's not going to be as easy. It might take a little bit longer, a bit more of an investment, but really just that like commitment, I would say, to drive change.
Great point.
And I would build on that. I think that's a really good point, that in addition to broadening out, we also need to start early. So I think that actually a lot of the aspirations and interest in the tech industry starts when you're very young, and so I'd love for us to do more of reaching out to really young girls. We do that a lot actually with Puppet. We have a lot of kids coming in. We have events where they come in and get exposure, and they see that there's a variety of roles. And there's lots of opportunities, really, really exciting opportunities in IT as an industry.
Can I do two? I suppose just one thing. I think one is more institutional. We need more mentors. We need more folks who take young people under their wing and show them the options, show them what the art of what's possible. I think tech is cool enough today where that, you know, there is that natural gravitation, there's a natural pull, but we could do more. And the other is, and I can't say enough about this, you know, Bill Gates and Mark Zuckerberg and others have been promoting this, you know, consistently, which is it's cool to code. You know, go try to code instead of just doing the usual things you do with kids in the summer holidays. Put them at a coding camp. Let them understand it's a great way to express yourself. There's many ways to solve the same problem, and it allows you to be creative and individual, and be technical, and be in the technical stream, and be super creative. Right? It isn't regulated. It isn't like this is the only way you can do it. So I would say that if you have, you know, parents out there with young kids and you want to find a way, put them in a coding camp. It's cool.
Yeah, well, that's really good advice. Yeah, I wish I could have gone to coding camp.
Go now. You can still go to coding camp. Nobody's stopping you from. No, it's never too late. You'd be surprised. You're never too late. It's a fun thing to do.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today, and thank you for watching. We'll be back with another episode soon.
Thank you.